Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 95, day 5. So today, of course, we got ourselves Purple Guild War Day, and that's pretty much the only thing going on other than finishing up the weekend related events, which I believe at this point are pretty much done. Might need to poke a little bit at the more recent one. No, they are both actually completely done. So that means we get to go do token farming then, since we should have some spare time to do so. They still have the gem sale going on too. Probably not worth it. Surprised they don't have a flash offer to go with it though. Normally they do. Speaking of offers, oh, I just had the verse. Yay. Decent one. But anyways, Purple Guild War. So far we've revamped every single Guild War day, except for Red Day, which is the only day we lost. So maybe we should just keep revamping. Though in all fairness, the reason we lost was more so Red Day than our specific team. However, still unfortunate. But anyways, as far as Guild War Purple is concerned, looks like he accidentally used his offensive team on this day. We currently have a Life and Death Weaver team set up with Scroll Reborn. Interesting. My concern about this is Scroll Reborn. Like, if this works, it's going to work really, really, really well. The problem is when it doesn't work. I want something other than Scroll Reborn. I want a Thrall. I literally just want a Thrall. I'm pretty sure we just go Thrall. This might seem weird, replacing a Doom rarity troop with a common, but the common is stronger. So we'll put a Thrall there, which is somehow stronger than the highest rarity in the entire game. And I think that's our team now. So obviously we don't use red or blue. However, that's not going to matter at all. Plus we summon a spider that uses blue anyway, so technically we only don't use red, which our banner is already set to accordingly. Yeah, so I think we're pretty much good to go, because Arachne Weaver and Orb Weaver both summon something that uses blue specifically. Let me just make sure I have the class stuff set up. So theoretically, we did change this team, just very barely. So we have web a random enemy when a troop is summoned, which is good because we have multiple ways to summon a troop. It says specifically when I summon a troop, so I assume it's only when we do Giant Spider, not when we do Web Spinner. I actually don't know. I never really paid too much attention to it. But if that is the case, whenever it summons a Giant Spider, we'd get that. Extra magic to jewelry or bow. We're using a tome, so none of that does anything. Entangle first enemy at start's always good. We could go some extra resummon, but I'd rather have the Entangle. Dark Storm at start of battle is pretty relevant, given our entire team is purple. So if they don't have a counter storm, that'll help us a lot the first few turns. Stealthy so we don't get targeted is pretty much required. All elves start with 1 extra magic and attack. We do have a few elves on the team, including itself. So that is relevant. Poison random enemy when matching purple could also be good. However, we don't really necessarily need it. So we'll probably just skip on that and go for the extra little bit of magic and everything like we have set. And of course the random chance to assassinate, which is very rare if it's going to happen. However, if it does, we pretty much auto-win. And that is the game plan then. Just double check one last time that it is indeed Purple Day. I have yet to use the wrong color team on a Guild War Day. And I do not want to start now. Yep, it is indeed pure purple on a pure Purple Day. I can't tell if we're winning or not. It actually looks like we're losing. Because if we do the math, around 8,000 each, 24,000. We're actually losing by about 5,000 right now, approximately, give or take. So that's not good. Where is this guild? Ooh, that's really not good. We're losing to the 4th to last guild, which means we're probably staying within the bracket. However, we're definitely not moving up, because we're basically like dead center right now. Somewhere's in like this dead center area within like this frame right here. Like one of those 4 positions is where we're actually at. It's hard to tell which. We're likely somewhere's around there. Anyways though, let's go and get into our battles. See how it goes. Oh, double check what the medal is. So we're using this, which means ideally we'd want to have just pure magic, nothing else. Just pure 100% magic. Because I don't think we need cleanse or anything with how we're going to be playing the team. Because everything we have is just going to auto-end their turn anyways. Freeze and Fair Fire random enemy. Is that on blue or on extra turn? When matching blue, interesting. So that's what he's trying to do, is go crazy with that over and over again. I see what he's trying to do with that team, interesting. I feel like we're going to get started quick enough that it won't really get in the way. So just going to go pure magic, and we should be good to go. And they're trying to do the gem sale again. I personally don't find it ever worth getting gems. We still need to go over the updated shop video, too. I've been wanting to do that, like that 3 video thingy. Probably going to start recording it next week, hopefully. Because I should probably record it before next Friday. Because when that one Pokemon game comes out, it's gonna like suck up so much time that weekend, I'm pretty sure. Like all 3 of those days. Okay. I think we're good to go. Just double checking. Also kind of confusing why he's using a pure purple team. I guess he accidentally set his offensive team for defensive. I sometimes do that, but normally I remember to go double check because you could tell because you normally lose score if you did that. If you set it for every single one. Also, hello Isabel, hello Clipbomb, hello Tyrian, hello Defiant, hello Mr. Jesse, hello Draco, hello David, hello everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's just explode. Hope Thrall reaches full mana, or at least have an option to do so. The only problem when using Thrall is, given that it's Purple Guild War, they're going to be likely to try to counter Purple. And if they do that, that's problematic. Alright, so basically we just Life and Death, then Weaver, then Win. That is the entire game plan. Life and Death, and then Weaver, and then Life and Death, and then Weaver, and then Life and Death, and then Weaver. And repeat until win. That is 100% of the strategy right now. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, I can't throw right here though, unfortunately. I don't have a double cascade either. Anything else? Anything else? We'll probably take a purple here. That is enough to kill 1. Hopefully Deathmark gets you. Okay, Thrall's about to die. We do have a billion resummon. Should we just let it die? I almost feel like skull distracting right now. Problem is a lot of the mana we need is not on the board. Most notably purple. Wait, did it just die to poison? Oh no, it died to Deathmark. I was gonna say, there's no way poison ticked it down that far. Oh, Deathmark does occasionally kill, even though it feels like never. There's a real team. Actually, am I using Life and Death on Defend today? What am I using? Oh no, I'm using Divine Spell Aquilin. So far, Defend team started well and then kind of went bad. I'm actually surprised. Yagway, Queen Titania didn't do good. Also, Ferocity didn't do good. Maybe I should put Book all the way in last slot on this team instead of Ketris. I think I should double Empower and put Book in last slot. But, interesting. Mercy. With Divine Spell Aquilin actually got a win today. With the hammer in the back. I'm still tempted to kind of switch that to Book as well. My only concern is it's blocked by 2 different yellows if I use Yellow Book. Oh wait, never mind. I would need to use Purple Book. Yeah, it's going to be problematic because how's it going to get mana? Mercy's just going to deny itself. That'd be hard to use. Mercy would die early though. But doesn't something else here have purple to something? Yeah, purple to red. So Book would get countered by 2 different ways if I went Purple Book on that day. That would be a good day for Yellow Book, I guess. But then we'd have to run it for Yellow Guild War. And then we can run Arachne Weaver for this day. Which apparently some people are. Because we're up against one right now. I'm not sure if this is a good day to run Weaver on though. Because normally you have a green to purple convert or a yellow to purple convert on this day. Or when you're using Weaver team. And that might help them more than it hurts them. Like if he misses Graveseer right here, we basically just auto win. So much so I don't even cast Leprechaun immediately. I basically just see what the board is. And if it's bad for him, we just leave it like that. And if it's good for him, then we cast. So he has green to purple. So we take this. See what green to purple does to the board. And if it is nothing, which it currently... he gets a little bit of mana, but it's not so much it's going to be a worry. So we'll let him do his thing. Oh, that is enough for Life and Death, oddly enough, though. So I guess we just Thrall here. Oh, I can actually extra turn. Let me take that first. And then we Thrall. And then he dies. Okay, we only got 1 of the 2. Luckily we have Impervious, so that's not too big a deal. Unfortunately, it took away one of my mana accumulators. I think I just want a Leprechaun here. Hope for an extra turn. Got enough to Skull Poke kill. Unfortunately, did not roll the 7% chance. Would have been great. Weaver is in kill range? Wait, I have enough to kill him off of base value? How's the stats so low? That's some really low stats. Weaver was enough to kill off a base. And this is also enough to kill off a base. Also, I think he had that epic rarity. That's weird. What level are you? I guess he's somewhat lower. Oh no, is that considered low in the current state of game? I'm not sure. It's not exceedingly high. It just throws me off that he only had epic of that one thing, and that the last slot was in kill range. He must be somewhat newer, but playing pretty actively. Because if you compare it to this guy, I'm willing to bet right now, level 1,400 or higher. Okay, almost. 1,313. Closer. Let's see. Do I need to change anything? We're currently set up to kill wild. Look how much higher the stats are. The other guy had like 70-ish HP. This guy's at 123. Like, there's just such a huge difference there. Maybe the other guy didn't buy any of the upgrades, because you actually can buy a little bit of Sentinel upgrade stats. And I believe if you get none of them, you don't get any of the bonuses. So you have to buy at least one. I normally want to buy to about 3, because that's when it starts being bad value beyond then. Like the tier 4 and tier 5 is not that good a value. You can still do it if you wanted to. But the value for it's not as good. You'll see most people in my guild are like either all 3 or all 5, depending on what they want to do. I think all 3 is like our minimum. People are free to do 5s. The problem with 5s though is it costs you like several hundred gems. And unless you're in bracket 1, you're not really getting those gems back. Let's see. Anything else we want to change for this team? I don't think we need to. Arachne Weaver could be a little scary if it goes crazy. Same as Essence. Though we have Stealthy on Weaver, so actually, we have Stealthy on our main core team, so we might lose Thrall, we might lose Leprechaun, but we're not really going to lose. Can I please clarify if someone attacks your Guild War defend teams? This should both show in the win-loss total in the Guild War schedule and in the PvP battle log. PvP battle log tracks a little bit weirdly, but I believe it does track in the PvP battle log. However, it doesn't tell you which one is your Guild War one, so it's hard to tell like what it was necessarily, because it doesn't tell you like, oh, this one was from Guild Wars. It doesn't actually say like which one is which if you look at your battle log thing. But I'm pretty sure it does show up there. It just doesn't give you an indicator as to which one is which, so it's hard to tell which one it is. Oh, don't summon a giant spider. What are you doing? The problem with that now is they actually don't even have enough damage to kill him, because Weaver is 71. Okay, I'm just going to have to let him skull poke us here, I think. Because I don't want to keep skull poking the thing that can summon even more spiders. So ideally I do this. He does not summon. Good. And then we Weaver, and he also does not summon. Good. And now we just win off of something. That counts as a something. There we go. But like, for example, if I go to my battle log right now and I go check my defense, I would have no clue which one of these is actually my Guild War defense that we just had. Like, it's somewhere's in here, though we have no way to distinguish which one of, how do you even check again? Like, I have no way to check which one of these is from Guild Wars. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 2 or 3 of them are from Guild Wars. But I could check every single one and have no way of knowing, like, which one is which. Isn't there normally a way to check what team is there? Yeah, you can't even check what team they used either. Because that team that showed up there is the one that they have set for their PvP defense, not for their Guild War defend, nor the one that fought you. So yeah, it doesn't give you much data at all. Is the short of it. But they should show up there. Though it's kind of redundant that it does, or kind of pointless that it does, just because it doesn't give you enough info for it to be worth useful information. Actually, that's something I found out about Super Auto Pets too. I got one of the rarest achievements in the entire game. Now, I'm not even sure if anyone has even gotten yet, or at least very few people, which was get a sloth to level 3. In 130 hours, I've seen one of them ever, and immediately got a win off of it when I was playing it during dinner. And I was going to check the replay thing, and all it does is show the very last battle. It does not actually show all the battles, which is unfortunate. I still want to cover a video on it, though, because there's literally 0 of it on YouTube, because it's so absurdly rare to have. I'm not even sure if anyone's even done it before. I'm pretty sure someone has by now, but no one on YouTube has. Let's see. This is kill if I had 2 mana. Mana, come back! I would like to win. I would like to win. Please stop hitting. Okay, all we have to do now is somehow green surge. I see a green. All I need to do is surge it. Can I do this in any way, shape, or form that will actually extra turn? Let's see. Oh, hello, Gem God DS. Also, did I ever say hellos to everyone yet? Hello, Isabel. Hello, Clipbomb. Hello, Tyrian. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Draco. Hello, David. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Spambot. Hello, Peter. Hello, Rogue. Hello, who have I missed? Hello, Tyrian. Hello, Gem God DS, and hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I need green surge right now. If we don't surge, we lose. I let him poke us because we kind of have to. No, he didn't surge. Oh, that's huge. I guess I let him poke us again. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got Weaver. I just need him to not kill me right now. Good. Now I just need you to summon. Good. We got it. Now I just need you to... Oh gosh, that Wish Gem just carried us so hard. That might have been the most useful Wish Gem we've ever gotten, and that was not enough damage. Oh no. I thought it was. Is it worth web spinnering this board? I feel like the answer is yes. There's 11 greens in pretty decent locations, and they still somehow miss. Luckily, all he gets from it is a cleanse. Did he just Death Mark kill me? I assume so. That sounds like something that would happen right about now. Life and Death. I need you to get a kill and not die. You died, but you summoned Giant Spider, so we're still in this. So, Giant Spider, somewhat mana blocking me or somewhat also helping. I'm not sure which one you're doing more of. We'll take a blue for now. Go do a billion purple. I then take a purple. Oh no, but then he's going to start spamming. Can I get Gold Extract on him while still taking mana I need? I can. I can take a double green here. You also can't drain it because it's not a purple. Haha, joke's on you. As long as it lives. Oh wow, Giant Spider got us the victory. Because I can now convert purple because we're not frozen on it or anything. I can do that. I then can web spinner him. Also, we just got a Giant Spider summon. We're just going to resummon an entire team that's not our starting team at this point. And there we go, we got the win. A very sloppy win, but a win nonetheless. What a weird battle. Alright, one more. Okay, I think this was the person who fought us, right? Oh, then again, a lot of their names would have been like that. However, because of that, we actually kind of know because this guild's names are kind of weird. We actually know because what language is that? Russian? No. I'm not even sure what typeface that is. But we actually know who attacked us now in PvP. So if I go to my defense, this one was from Guild Wars. Which one of these other ones is, I have no clue. But this one was. You can tell because of the name. Because this one guild has names that are like that. So I assume that's one of the two Guild War ones. Because I believe we were attacked twice. Or no, we were actually attacked 3 times. One was a loss, which was the one we just saw. One was a win and another one was a loss. Though we have no way of identifying the other two. Anyways. Oh gosh, and why is everyone using Life and Death today? Life and Death Weaver. It's basically just a mirror match. Also, Lust is very annoying on this team. Luckily we have backline hitting, so it's not as big a deal. Though still annoying. Also, how do you have less stats than the guy who was in bracket 2? Or, you know, the guy who is like a bracket under you? Because the battle we just did had higher stats than the battle we're doing now. Even though this guy is the highest one in the guild. What level are you? This one's a lower level as well. Interesting. Yeah, the previous battle actually had higher stats than this guy. Doesn't mean we're gonna win, but does mean technically it's easier to win, in theory. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Also, hello, Defiant. Welcome, welcome. Hey, oh, I was gonna take that red extra turn. Apparently not now. Only problem with Leprechaun here is we do not have much value from it. He's about to do a green to purple. So I'd rather him just do that, and then we see what the board is. So I think we just take a yellow here. Ideally a double yellow. With all this red and yellow, I kind of assumed there'd be a double yellow somewheres. I could try for one off of Sky. It's not that worth it, though. Didn't get it. He did give us some value, though, if nothing else. So we'll take that, take that. Keep taking extra turns. Until we can't anymore. Then we'll throw down a Thrall. And then hope we win. That was a very good Thrall. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough damage. Never mind, it is. You don't have spell reduction, right? No, you do not. Alright, we won. It's over. Just make sure to take that purple and not give it to him. Take a Life and Death, and it's going to be even easier than the last battle. And he's already in kill range. We throw down Weaver. Oh, he rolled the 7%! Unfortunately, he took away the Wish Gem, but I don't think it matters much. If anything, he's just feeding me mana to win, so thank you. But yeah, we got to the 7% insta-kill. And then we throw down that, throw down a Weaver. And there we go. Yeah, that was a super easy final battle. And tomorrow we'll have 1.9k PvP rating. And it looks like our best score this week, which is kind of sad that 9,325 is our best score this week, but it is. Not a great week. But we're still doing okay overall. We only lost once and it was on Red Day the other day. At 44,773. Which oddly enough is one of the higher ones in our guild. Though flawless scores are still higher than us, of course. But we're actually scoring so bad that Nexus has 3 losses, yet is only like 1,000 points under me. Because all his wins were really high wins, and all his losses were still really high losses. So even though we have a better win rate, his score is almost higher than us. It's kind of funny. Also, I find it funny that the name is Nexus, and we got the Nexus Kingdom. We're doing okay. I think we're like the 4 5s in the guild. Which means at this current rate, well, you should be in Herald next Guild War. Or Champion if we do really good the next day, and they do bad. Alright, anyways, so that's Guild War. And as far as rankings, we should be pretty much dead center of bracket 5, it looks like. Kind of just chilling in the middle of 5. Alright, let's claim all this. And, let's see. What do we have for our daily thing? Oh, Imperial? I want that. Definitely don't want to miss the Imperials. We would like it if you could show us, by example, how to get into the top 10 on a World Lore event challenge. How you would go about it. It's more so about how many gems you have. Because the strategy is basically just pick the heaviest AoE option you have that has like a really good loop spam. In this case, the restriction would be, well, for raids it would be Ward Breaker, most likely. For World Event this week, it would be... I forget what restriction is. Isn't it Rogue? So you would need some kind of Rogue loop team. That or use that one that can keep casting over and over again like we've been using that would one-shot everything once you had enough stats. But the main way to win World Event, or any event for that matter, is more so how many gems and how much time you have rather than any specific strategy. Because any specific strategy would just allow you to use what you have a little bit quicker. Which if it's a one-day event is a little bit more relevant because it's only 1 day long. But for like 3-day and 7-day long events, it's more so just how many resources you have. More so than anything. As far as how you make leaderboard. Particularly top 1. Have I ever tried a level 800 team? That deep? No, I don't think I have. I never really have tried going like ultra deep in a World Lore event. Or anything similar. I have on my Switch account, when we ended up doing it a couple times, when the Switch version came out almost 3 years ago. We ended up playing some on that, and we made leaderboard 3 times. We made first place leaderboard. However, I have actually done it 0 times on my main account. The one we're playing on right now. This account has actually never made first place on the leaderboard. Other than PvP. But I mean like a normal leaderboard where you get orbs and stuff. His PvP leaderboard doesn't really count. It is extremely dated relative to the current state of the game. What you get for first place PvP win. Or any place PvP win for that matter. They are all basically 0 resources in the current state of the game. Especially relative to how much time it takes. Not sure why so many people go so high on the PvP leaderboard still. Seems kind of pointless too. Because if you want gold, your better value would just do an Explore 12. Unless you also wanted to find pets for your guild while doing so. Like, that's the only thing PvP is particularly good for these days. Is finding pets. Beyond that, I don't really see much of a point in doing it. Because the rewards haven't really been updated for ages. They have been updated in the past. Though the last update to anything PvP related was when ingots came into the game. We're talking version 3.0. We are currently in version double that. We're currently in version 6.15 and a bunch of other stuff. So we're in double the version when they last updated the PvP leaderboard rewards. Because 3.0 was when they were last updated. Either 3.0 or 3.1. I think it was 3.0. Pretty much instantly when ingots came in. And that was like, what, 3-4 years ago? 3? think it was closer to 4. I can't remember at this point. But it was 3.0 when that happened. I know that. Whenever 3.0 happens. Actually, I guess I could check my channel. 3.0 update. That would give us the exact date, actually. Hold up. Let's see. It would take me a moment to find it, though. Actually, you know what? It's probably literally quicker just to do it on screen. Because trying to do it on the other computer is going to be so slow. So let me go try it real quick. Let's see. When did 3.0 come out? Easiest way to check would be going... Well, there's actually a couple ways to check. However, I'll do it through my channel because we can. Let's see. So go to YouTube. Go to my channel. Go to my channel. Hey, we're live. Hey, it's the first thing that comes up when you type in Tacit. I guess it makes sense. There's our stream. Anyways, that's not what I want. I want the search bar. I want 3.0. Let's see. 4 years ago. Specifically, the exact date, approximately, of April 1st, 2017. So, yeah. Almost 4 years ago was the last time, or when that change ended up happening. So that's a while. That's the last time they updated PvP leaderboard. That is how long it has been. It's been basically 4 years since they have updated PvP leaderboard. It's for the street cred. I don't know, do people even care if you get a first place leaderboard? Like, it's more so just a measurement of how many spirit gems you have. Which I guess is somewhat relevant. Because if you can say, hey, I made leaderboard 5 times, that means, oh, you have like tens of thousands of gems to throw around. Because every leaderboard other than Guild Wars is basically just a gem measurement test. Like, how many gems are you willing to use to get a power orb? Is pretty much every leaderboard currently within the game, other than PvP and Guild Wars. Where Guild Wars actually is skill, but it's a skill of a 30-person guild. So one independent person's capability doesn't really mean too much because you need an entire guild of people who can do it decently. And then PvP... is more so just a time thing. Like, it doesn't cost you any resources, but it requires you a lot of time to get like 100,000 plus. And consistently for pretty much forever now, or at least the last like 5-ish years, like you need 100,000 plus just to make PvP leaderboard. And even if I tried making leaderboard, we'd probably be like unless I really commit a whole week, we're only gonna hit like 50,000. Because to be able to hit 100,000 plus, I think you have to commit like at least 8 hours a day, if not more. Which is way too time consuming for what it is. It's also extremely repetitive. It's almost like doing Guild Wars, but thousands of times. It's like doing Guild Wars, but anywhere from like 2,000 to 3,000 times, if not more, in a row. But the only difference is you're allowed to use whatever team you want. That's basically what it is. Kind of. Not exactly, but somewhat like that. Anyways, let's go clear out... Oh, I already cleared out dungeons. Okay, let me go claim the big shiny orbs. And then we'll go do our things for the extra code. Because I actually don't need to do any of these events because the guilds are done. So let's go grab them. Come on, blue or purple. That is not either of those two things. Where's the other one? Raid boss. Come on, blue or purple. Or power. That is neither of those two things. Or technically 3 things. Anyways, let's go open some Volkies. See if we get lucky here. I'm looking for Volt. I'm looking for Fight. And let's go take them down. I've gotten over 10,000 trophies before. It's not too bad, especially if you do Phoenicia team. Like, if I really wanted to, I feel like I could do 20,000 trophies in a week. Because I don't mind spamming Explore as much as PvP. Because this Explore is a lot more straightforward. And it's easier to do while you're doing other things. There's PvP you sometimes have to think depending on what your battle is. Especially since you get more points if you take tier 3. Also, we've been doing really good on tarot cards. Has anyone else been getting a higher rate of tarot cards? Or have I just been getting a bit lucky? Because in the last, like, 50 vault keys... No, let's see. How many have we opened? If I opened about 12 per day for 6 days, we would have opened 100 and... or sorry, 100. I mean 72. So, technically 71, because I believe I opened one less on one day. Though I also opened more on the other day. But in about, like, 75-ish vault keys, I've gotten 3 tarot cards. I always thought it was, like, 1 in 100 or so. But we've gotten 3 within about 75. So maybe they increased the rate slightly. Oh, that reminds me. We need to keep doing them until we hit 88. Double 8 is how many we're going down to. If we find a major blue, a major purple, a power, or 250 gems, we'll hand out an extra code. Still haven't handed out the first code. We'll hand that one out in a little bit. Let's see if we get the extra one. Also, there's way too many Cedrics still in the drop table. We've gotten no tarot cards. That's unfortunate. They are somewhat elusive. It's also going to become increasingly harder for newer players to end up accumulating them all. Not as hard as, like, getting every mythic, but, like, you're really going to need to grind vault events. Because I believe, realistically, to get... If you had 0 tarot cards right now and you wanted to get every tarot card in the game, I believe, realistically, you would have to get about 3,000 vault keys. Which technically is possible within 3 vault events, or more realistically within a year of vault events. However, it's still a lot of grinding. So even though that's doable within a year, it's still a lot of grinds. Like, you'd have to play every vault event for an entire year for at least 15 hours, I believe, maybe a little bit longer than that, to have enough vault keys to have every tarot card in the current state of the game. And during that time, more tarot cards would come out, so you might need even more than that slightly. Oh, can we get an elhay cameo because you got another 100 levels? We could. Hey! Also, we're going to hand out a code. And let me go hand out the bigger code. I'll do it right now, actually. Or not a bigger code, but an extra code, I should say. Oh, the second one a little bit later to stream. Well, we got one of our good drops. And this is actually the first time this week we're handing out a code based on something that isn't a major purple orb. Because so far, every time it has happened, it was because of major purple. This time we got major blue. Let me go get you guys this code. I just need to wait for this to load. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Click use. Get you guys this code. And then we'll go keep using these keys. And I'll go get elhay real quick. Also, that means you're level 1,800. That is a very big milestone. But there's the code. There you go. Enjoy. Yep, elhay. Gosh, my whole setup over here is like dragging. Because it's so big. Alright, there we go. I'll just sit right there. Anyways, let's go use the last... how many keys do we have? I was going to do to 88. So we have math. That's 7 more keys. We already got the payout from it, but we'll still keep going. You actually hit with the 1,803 already? Oh gosh. Honestly, you're going to hit level 2,000 before I hit level 1,800, I am pretty sure. Whole 100 levels above me. But at the rate that you're going, you probably will hit 2,000 before I get my next 100 levels. Like, you're going to get 200 more levels probably before I get another 100. At that rate. Also, a gnome leaving during a vault key actually has no effect on loot. It's the only location where a gnome retreating does not actually do anything negative. Hey, we got a small blue orb as well. A lot of blues. Many, many blue. I'll have another code a little bit later to stream. Since we won the vault key lottery. If only we could get a power or something. Though we did pretty good. Within a 1-year time frame, I think we found 3 powers off a 1% chance. I made the prediction when the feature came out that we'd find 1, maybe 2. During the entire year. and we ended up finding 1 within like the first few days, and then found 3 within the first year. So we did pretty good on 1% major orbs. Because that feature has only existed for about a year. It came in last year's December. So like 1 year and 1 month ago. 2020's December. So it's a relatively new feature that's only been around for about a year. Well, we've hit it 3 times within a year time frame. Though they have added slightly more ways to get major orbs. Most notably, the fact that they just drown you in vault keys now. Because before we used to measure vault keys in like hundreds or dozens of vault keys. Now they're measured basically in thousands. Because of how many more you can get in the current state of the game. Because it's possible to do anywhere from about 300 to a little over 1,000 vault keys per vault event in the current state of the game. Due to Nomopalooza. Even after Nomopalooza got nerfed like 3 times, it's still possible to do that many. Especially if you have the Iron Hawk team. Which should be coming in Soulforge any week now. The rotation has reset. So any week now can be a week that has Iron Hawk. So if you have 8,000 gems saved up, you might be able to finally get the team if you've been saving up for it. I have no clue when the next Donna event is. Because that'd be the other time you can kind of get it. Though that's a lot more luck-based, whereas doing it with diamonds is guaranteed. I hate when this team is just slightly short on mana, because it takes forever for it to get that slight amount of mana. We're almost going to kill them with skulls before we actually get that mana. I'm just going to take a red and try for brown off the sky. I didn't get it. We'll take a purple and then just kill black manacle then. Yeah, Isabel in the course of like 3 months went from like 100 levels below us to 100 levels above us. In the course of like 3 or 4 months or so. Which is why I said at her current rate she's going to have level 2000 before we hit level... Oh, I should have taken that. Whoops. It's actually the mana I needed. Game's literally giving it to me and I don't take it. Fail. But yeah, she's going to hit level 2000 before we hit 1800, I'm pretty sure. At least based on current rates. Which would make her the highest level in the guild, though I'm pretty sure she already is the highest level in the guild. I'm curious how many people actually are level 2000 plus in the current state of the game. Because I believe the number is still below 1,000. Like, I'm pretty sure it's measured in hundreds. The number of people who have level 2000 plus. Which is basically max level. Because you stop getting stats, therefore. Or at least you stop getting, like, hero stats. I think you still get the mastery points, however mastery points become pretty pointless this late in the game. Anyway, I got Celestial. Oddly enough, 3 Celestial might even be better than a random orb in the current state of the game. Just because so many things use it. Though that's pretty good. That's 15 gem keys, basically. Oh, I accidentally used too many. I used 1 too many. Well, I might as well use 2 too many then. This will be the last one we do. And then we'll go do some token grinding. Not a super high amount, but I do want to get some in. I haven't been doing it much lately, because we had Volt event the other weekends. I was away the other weekends. So we haven't really been able to grind much. Also, we almost just scolded down his entire team before getting a cast off. Actually, we did. I believe he does have Agile, so you have to be careful doing that. Oh, all we got was gold. Boo. No, we almost have 10 million again. Actually, my gold's kind of low right now. Probably because I wasn't playing much during vacation. So we're kind of still a little behind from that. Anyways, let's go run some Explore 12. Nothing else. That gives a lot of gold. And I'll run with Zugoff, of course. Good old Zugoff team. Where is good old Zugoff team? There he is. I need to give the elephant to Isabel on her birthday. That or find her one exactly like it. Oh, did we have a skull? We could have already won. Whoops. Oh, well, Zugoff will do it. Zugoff will do Zugoff things. Yeah, theoretically, every level beyond 1,000, beyond 2,000 gives you a stat every 1,000. However, the reason I say it's basically capped at 2,000 is because... Did he really just get lycanthropy? That's unfortunate. But it's because, I'm pretty sure 0 people have level 3,000. And even if a single person did eventually reach 3,000, no one's ever reaching 4,000. So basically, 2,000 is as high as you're ever realistically going to go as far as stats are concerned. Because I'm pretty sure 0 people have 3,000 in the entire game. And even once a person does, one single armor is not going to make a difference for the most part. Because you'd have to think by then stats are going to be like at least 10 to 20 all stats higher. So one single armor on hero is basically 0 by that point. So 2,000 is basically max level for all intensive purposes. Because I'm pretty sure the highest level in the game is only like 2,600 or something. I'm not even sure what it is these days. I know it's not 3,000. Mostly because of the amount of time it takes to even do that. Like, we're talking like 30,000 hour playtime probably. To have level 3,000. Yeah, if this game goes for another decade, it would definitely be possible. Even within the next 5 years, I'm pretty sure we'll see the first level 1,000. I mean 3,000, I mean. Would people still be playing this game in 2030? I would still be if they're still supporting it. Curious to see what the next consoles will be by then. Because 2030 actually would be the next console generation then by then. Like, you know, the PS6, whatever on Earth Xbox does, and whatever on Earth Nintendo does. Though honestly, I can't really see Nintendo doing something after Switch. I feel like they're going to milk the Switch for a lot longer. And they're not going to pull the Wii mistake again after doing the Wii U. Because I think they learned from doing the Wii into the Wii U that they're not going to do like a Switch U. Or, you know, they're not going to make like a something like that in a sense. Like, they're just going to milk the Switch for such a long time. Like, at least the next like 4 or 5 years. Which does mean by 2030 they would have a different console, technically. But there's no way they're going to make the Wii U mistake again. Where the Wii did amazing and the Wii U was the worst console they ever released in the history of ever. Let's see. Take that one over. Oh, why did I think that was extra turn fail? Whoops. Let's see. Take that over. The Switch 2.0. They technically already did. Oh, not really. Because the Switch OLED is kind of the Switch 2.0, but not really. It's like the difference between the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Advance SP. Except inverse, and that screen was smaller and more compact compared to the other one that was bigger. Maybe Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox will combine into one big company. Oh gosh. Could you imagine that? The headline? Microsoft buys Nintendo. I hope that would never happen. Also, I don't think it ever would happen. Like, Microsoft buying Sony, I could see happening. Microsoft buying Nintendo, I don't see happening. I've never really seen Xbox and PlayStation as much different from each other. Whereas the contrast with Nintendo is way, way higher. Yeah, there were some that Nintendo did in ancient times that were technically worse. But as far as everything from the NES to modern times, the one that did the absolute worst was the Wii U. If you count the Nintendo Entertainment System as their first console. Because I think technically they had some others, like side endeavors, that technically sold worse. But if you're talking like mainline consoles that they've done, the Wii U actually sold worse than GameCube, which I think was their second lowest selling one. And GameCube became super obsolete once Wii came out too, because it has backwards compatibility to all GameCube games. Oh, we didn't land an extra turn there. That's kind of unfortunate. Luckily, for whatever reason, he doesn't go for the skull. Though I can't because he... No! My hero just died. I needed that hero. Oh yeah, GameCube is honestly one of my favorite systems, as far as the games that it had. It started so many good franchises as well. It started Luigi... Like, it had so many original ideas. Some with varying success. But it was the start of the Pikmin franchise, the Animal Crossing franchise, the, let's see. So Pikmin, Animal Crossing. Theoretically Smash. Even though N64 had a Smash version, it was the first really good Smash game. I'm trying to think. There was one other series I'm forgetting. Pikmin, Luigi's Mansion. What's the other one? I know there's at least 3. Oh, Animal Crossing. And I'm pretty sure there's one other I'm forgetting. They pretty much all originated, for the most part, on GameCube. Now, Zelda didn't start on, Which I'm not sure what Zelda started on. I'm pretty sure it started on NES, didn't it? I don't know that far back. But I'm pretty sure it started on NES. Or Super NES, whatever it was called. It did have Wind Waker on it, though. Wind Waker was okay. It had a really interesting art style, if nothing else. Okay, it was NES. Yeah, I don't know most of the games on NES or Super NES. Like, I only know as far back as, like, N64, pretty much. Also, I should have all my old consoles here, hopefully, next month. How long it'll take to get them operational is within question. I'm hoping they just work. Because that would simplify things so much. Though even if they do just work, I do need to figure out the adapter situation. Unless I want to literally point a camera at the TV. Let's see. Take that. We never did hand out the second code, did we? I'll go hand it out after we get this next chest. Should probably go do that. That would be a bad idea, but it would technically work. No, I should be able to find the adapters and everything and just have it work on a modern TV. I do, for nostalgia's sake, want to play it on my original TV, though. Just because I can, because I still have everything for it. Alright, we'll go ahead and add a code after this one. I'll grind a little bit further. No good drop so far. Unless his chest wants to prove me wrong. With like 3 niches in it. I never actually did play the Banjo-Kazooie games. And I don't own them, so I can't play them on original hardware, unfortunately. Unless they're cheap online, though I highly doubt they're going to be cheap. Aw, nothing good in that chest. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and add a code. The second code, since we got the extra one off the lottery vault keys. Anyways, where's the code section? We put that in there, 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 click refresh, put the other thing in there, paste all that in there, get this code, grab that, click that, put that over there. And there you guys go, there's the redeem code used on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Well, you guys know how to use it by now, there you go. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Also, tomorrow night's stream will be same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. I don't think we're going to have a midday stream, though there is a video I do want to record. That will either be up tonight or tomorrow. It's super Autopets related, though. I literally got the hardest to obtain achievement in the entire game to such a degree, I'm not sure if a single person has even done it yet. I know there's 0 YouTube videos on it. There's 2 YouTube videos on it being done to level 3, but none of them were a level 3 win. So we'll be doing that tomorrow at some point, or up tonight. Because I see literally 0 instances of it on YouTube, because it's such a rare occurrence. It might even be the first legit one ever, I'm not sure. There's no way of really telling. But I haven't seen it anywhere on the internet yet. There's probably somewheres on Reddit or Discord or somewheres. Places I never use. Or pretty much never use. I still don't get the point of Reddit. There's a lot of social media things I just don't get the point of. TikTok, Reddit, and like Instagram, and every single place that's like Instagram. I don't even know their names, I'm so clueless about them. Like those several, I don't understand. Because TikTok seems to just be a combination of Vines and YouTube. All those other locations seem to just be posting, like, pictures. And from what I can tell, Reddit's basically like a forum for any place that doesn't, like, naturally have a forum already. Couldn't I get my dad to check if the game's in the system? Technically, yes. However, explaining him the process of how to do that is beyond his comprehension, I'm pretty sure. The amount of hours it would take for me to explain such a thing is not worth the effort of explaining such a thing. Your husband has trouble trying to log into his golf game. Oh gosh. I know my mom has trouble getting into Sims sometimes. Because Sims 4 is only available on like that weird thing that EA has set up. What is it called? Origin? I don't even have it downloaded on my computer. But Origin does some weird things sometimes because you have to be logged in and it does like some weird updates and other things. And she sometimes gets confused by it. So sometimes she can't even get into her Sims 4 without me having to explain it. Also, I wonder when Sims 5 is finally going to come out. I'm still really curious what on earth they're going to do with it. Because I'm calling it right now. Not only will it have an online feature that will be the main core mechanic, probably, while still having a single player kind of aspect. But it's going to do two things, I'm almost guaranteed. It's going to have a very prevalent online feature, more so than any game prior. And it will likely try to steal as much things that Animal Crossing did good as possible. Because it's literally the most selling Nintendo game ever. Well, other than Mario Kart. Actually, did it ever pass Mario Kart? I can't remember. But they're basically going to steal everything Animal Crossing did right and use it in Sims. I'm like near guaranteed. What did we take here? We'll throw that down. Can we get Zook off to full mana? That'd be great. There we go. There's like 5 casts of trying to get mana and not a single one did it. Yeah, I've never downloaded Origin on my own computer. What games are even exclusive on it, other than like Sims 4? I can't think of a single other game. I'm pretty sure there is. Probably many games I'm not interested in, like probably some kind of shooter game or something. I've literally never downloaded Origin on any computer I've ever had. And the only reason I have Epic Games Store downloaded on my computer right now is because of Darkest Dungeon 2. Otherwise, it would not be on my computer. And now that I think of it, what exclusives does Epic even have? Because technically you can't even say, like if it's on a console, I wouldn't say it's exclusive. So like something like Fortnite, yes, it's PC exclusive, however, it's not exclusive in the sense that, you know, it's the only place you can play it on PC, but you can still play it on consoles and stuff. But like what game is actually on Epic Games Store that is actually relevant, that is only on Epic Games Store and not on console or any other location? Like, the only thing I can think of is Darkest Dungeon 2. I know there's probably others, but the only thing that interests me that's under that category is Darkest Dungeon 2. And even then, it's only like a 1-year exclusivity or something. Like, it's only the duration of the beta. Like, once it's out of beta, it's going to be on Steam, it's going to be on consoles probably at some point. It's going to be on everything. Dragon Age, well, yeah, that's the problem with a lot of things on Epic. Like, it was exclusive on there. But most stuff on Epic doesn't stay exclusive on Epic. Which is like the weirdest thing ever. They buy the rights for like maybe a year or two for a game. And then they just, you know, they don't. Like they get like exclusive rights that they have to host it on their platform for like a year or two. But they never do it for like lifetime, very rarely. Unless it's like a smaller indie title or something. Even Stadia was like that, because that one game, which I might actually play at some point. I played the original 2, never on stream though. But, what's it called? Orcs Must Die. I played Orcs Must Die 1 and 2. I never played Orcs Must Die 3, mostly because it originally came out as a Stadia exclusive. But it's on Steam now. I might check another upcoming sale, and once it's on like a decent sale, I might actually get it. Because I think the base price is like 20, 30 bucks, but if it goes down to like 10, I wouldn't mind playing it. It's full price, it's just not worth it for what it is. It's basically a tower hero defense kind of thing, which is an interesting genre. I'm surprised it isn't done a little bit more. It's like a tower defense, but you have a main hero that you can use. It's kind of like some of the maps on Warcraft 3. Except a full game based on it. And very heavily based around orcs. How much is it on Steam right now? Whatever number it is, I'm pretty sure is too much for what it is. Eventually it'll be on some kind of mega sale. It's been at, yeah, it's like $30 base value. It's like a $10 game that's trying to be sold for 30. 76% positive recently. So they did something bad recently. 83% overall. Has DLC for like $8. Yeah, I'd definitely wait for a sale. Come on, go like 70% off. Okay, most of the reviews are half good, half bad. Most of the playtime is really low too, which makes me assume it doesn't have much content. Because the average review is like 10, 15 hours. And the highest amount of playtime on any of the recent reviews is someone with a negative review after like 30-something hours. So it looks like max you're getting like 20, 30 hours of playtime. Which isn't that high. Because I'm pretty sure it's kind of like the other ones where you play through every map once and then you almost never revisit them again. Because there's not much of a need to. The series has lacked quite a bit of replayability. Oh yeah, Rocket League, Epic did end up buying out Rocket League. I almost forgot about that. It's still playable on Steam though, which is weird. Like if you check Steam right now, there is still like tens of thousands of people playing on Steam. You can't buy it on Steam anymore, but if you already own a copy of it on Steam, you can actually still play it on Steam. So to some degree, it's theoretically not Epic exclusive. Because if I go check Steam right now... Oh wait, how do I get to the Rocket League page though? I'd have to go through Google. You have to get through it through a weird way because searching through it naturally doesn't bring you to it. But if I go to maybe Steam Lab or Steam Charts, I mean, I think Steam Charts might actually have it. Like theoretically, it's not actually Epic exclusive because if I go check this, I think this might be a way. I think it still tracks it. So if I go to Steam Charts, let's see, SteamCharts.com. I think it's spelled that right. If I type in Rocket League right here, you'll actually notice, assuming it comes up, that this should be in tens of thousands. Yeah. There are still, right now, at this exact moment in time, 34,364 people, specifically on Steam, playing Rocket League. You can no longer buy it on Rocket League, but it still exists on Steam. So theoretically, it's not Epic exclusive. If you want to buy it, it is. But if you already own it somewhere else... It's technically not only on Epic. Yes, hello, John. Welcome. But you can't buy it on Steam anymore. Like, for example, if I go to... like if I just type in Rocket League on Steam. How do I even do that? How do you get to store page through here? Store. Like if I type in Rocket League, it's going to show up nothing. Because yeah, it's only on Epic. But if you already own the copy, like if I type in Rocket League, we'll see nothing here. Other than the music of Rocket League and Beat Saber. But the game itself doesn't show up. But anyone who already owned it can still play it on Steam. Also, I never really got the point of Rocket League. I still haven't actually tried it yet. It's basically just soccer but cars. I guess people who are like super into soccer. Like if I was to play a sport physically with other people, like I'd probably want to play soccer. Like out of any sport, like either soccer or tennis would probably be like my highest ones. More so soccer. Yet, I don't get the point of soccer games. I guess you have to be, like, really, really into soccer. Because if I played Rocket League, like, it'd be fun, and then I'd get tired of it after, like, 5 hours. And then, like, never play it again. And that goes for Nintendo, too. Like, Nintendo has a tennis game, yet I wouldn't get it because it just seems so, like, average. Even though it's probably, like, the second favorite sport I would want to actually play, like, physically in real life. It just, the game for it's just not that interesting. You made a great raid team. All troops deal damage, and they all create mana. Well, Centurion can technically do damage through Devour. But yeah, building around Wordbreaker, Centurion. I think I did that for the later battles. Which ends up working out kind of nicely. And you kind of need to once you start getting a little bit deeper. Also, the raid troop itself also does damage and does mana accumulation. So there's quite a few options that can do both. Because your weapon can, the raid troop can, the mythic can, and Centurion kind of can. I think we're going to make this the final chest for now. See what we get. Hopefully something juicy. And then we'll probably call it a night for now. Also, hopefully sometime next week I want to hopefully start covering some guide videos. The start of our endeavors of covering 1 billion guide videos this year. I'm probably starting that ideally on Tuesday, if I can. But I'm not sure if the people will be working then, because they don't work on weekends. And I'm not sure if they're doing it on Monday, which means the first day might be on Tuesday, which means I'm not sure if I'll record if they're around. I'd have to do it before, in between them making 1 billion noise. Though most of that video would be set up. Making guide videos is like 80 to 90% set up and like 10-20% actually recording. Because those videos require so much more setup than a normal like Monday weekly video or something like that. Not that those don't require any setup, but you know, the amount for like a guide video, especially one that might show teams or other core mechanics, takes a little bit longer. Just to kind of review the information and everything. I don't write like a script for them normally, like ever. But there's a lot of stuff you need to know like preemptively before you start like getting into it. What's the new mythic tier list? We never did cover a new mythic tier list. Also, I never covered the original class tier list. Also, faction tier list we'll be starting to cover soon, early next month, because we're finally going to have the final faction. So everything I want to do with factions, I could finally do next month, because I wanted to cover like which ones are best to do for pure faction, which ones like teams for every single faction, pure faction for every single faction, stuff like that. But yeah, we can start doing that next month, because the final faction is coming in next month. And I say that because every new kingdom that comes in obviously is still getting a faction. However, for all intents and purposes, as far as what currently exists, similar to hero classes, all factions will exist within the game as of next month. The first Friday of next month, which is like, what, 3rd? 4th? What date is that? But as of the 4th, yes. Of the 4th of February will be the first day when theoretically everything's possible. So that means that weekend I might cover the first guide on something related to every faction in the game. What specifically, I have no clue. There's several videos I want to cover on it, going over basically everything faction related. But that weekend, we should have the first one going out. What on specifically, I have no clue. Maybe pure faction for every place? We'll see. But now that every faction currently exists within the game as of February 4th, that weekend I'll probably bring out the first video then. And then start covering, hopefully that week or two after, pretty much everything related to factions that you could ever possibly need to know. Like the viability of every weapon that's exclusive for them, the viability of pure factions, and like which ones you should be prioritizing to do without potions, and you know, all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, but I'll catch you guys later. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll go from there. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll catch you guys soon. And goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.